Good morning from Dallas, Fort Worth. We are here watching my little brother Clark's basketball tournament. He's playing here in Fort Worth. They play today at 6:30. They played yesterday around 5:30, and then they will play again tomorrow. So I thought I would take this time to explain my travel agenda for the next week. So first off, Amarillo's right here. Roughly, this is Fort Worth, roughly 5-ish hours away. So my mom and I drove from here to here, staying here for like 36 hours. Then this was us driving, but I forgot to show you that picture. Then, taking a plane ride back to Amarillo tomorrow at 8 a.m. from here to there, to take roughly 45 minutes to meet up with Chloe, because then we're driving 5-ish hours, right, no, this should go there, something like that, from Amarillo, it's right there, to Eagle's Nest to go skiing in New Mexico, right there. And then, after skiing with them for a couple days, I'm going to meet my mom at our cabin, which is like an hour and 15 minutes from Angel Fire, to go to our cabin and ski with my mom. Ready to go. See, so we have Amarillo, drive, Dallas, Dallas, fly, Amarillo, Amarillo, drive, New Mexico, New Mexico, drive, New Mexico. Oh, that's kind of creepy. The bells are ringing faster. Our death is nigh. There's some sort of movie shoot going on down at this block. I have no idea what it is. It's either movie, TV show. It could have been a commercial, but there was like some heavy duty camera stuff going on. And
it's a Brangelina.
There was like 47 cop cars and 3 vans, and I don't know what it was for, but it was really cool to watch. My mom and I went to eat breakfast at Joe T's. Really good Mexican food. It was yummy. Now we're stopping by Arlington Camera, which is a camera store, and they repair cameras and they sell used stuff, new stuff, and we don't really have a store like this in Amarillo, so I found one here in Arlington. I did something bad. I got a new camera. And not just like any lame-o camera. I mean, it's not the best camera out there, but it's, yeah. I would open this like Casey Neistat, but I don't have buku money that's just overflowing out of my pockets and grows on trees and stuff. Yeah, which I don't know how much money he has either, but I'm assuming it's much more than I have, so this will be opened very gently with lots of care. This is the Canon 70D. What I'm shooting on right now is the T3i, I believe, which is like a 600D, I think. So this is the 70D, which is not the nicest camera Canon makes, but it's kind of like a mid to higher level camera that Canon makes. Basically, this camera doesn't have an active autofocus system, which means that when I'm walking around doing my vlogging thing, I'm constantly adjusting the focus on it, because if I do the autofocus that it has built into it, it just does the whole weird shutter thing and the lens starts freaking out and all this weird stuff, and it's really loud and obnoxious and doesn't look good on the camera. So I typically do it manually, which means I'm always having to manually focus it, and it slips sometimes and it's not always in focus. This, it's got an active autofocus system in it, which means that I can film constantly, and it's constantly adjusting the focus so it looks good on the screen. I found this store called Arlington Camera. That's their business card. They were super helpful in getting me set up and figuring out exactly what I wanted and giving me a good deal on it. I got this camera for a super good deal. I've been looking at this camera for a really long time, and haven't found it as cheap as I got it at Arlington Camera anywhere else. The guy who helped me, his name's John. He was super cool. So if you're in the Arlington area and you get the chance to go to Arlington Camera, they were super helpful, and really did me a lot of good. And with the money I saved, I got this. So this is a wide angle lens that Canon makes, and it's got the STM. So like I said, with this lens, that's an 18-35, I believe, which is kind of like a general lens that you can do kind of everything with. It's not really long range, it's not really wide angle. It's kind of in the middle. What this one does, this one is a 10-18 millimeter, which gives the lens a much wider angle, which means the camera will still be the same distance away from my face. It'll just look further away. This, paired with this with the mic and the lens is just, it's going to be a perfect setup. It's exactly what I've been looking for. So I'm super stoked about it. And I'm going to shoot with it later tonight. Seen a little bit. Guys, this new camera and the lens, by far the best purchase I've ever made. It's awesome, and I'm stoked. I think that was a very well spent money, and I keep looking at the screen over here because it looks so good. Going to get the car for my mom now. We parked it over across a couple of blocks, so I'm gonna go get the car, pull it around the front side of the hotel. She's gonna meet me there. Okay, we got out of Clark's game. They won, which means the next game is when? Tomorrow
at 12:30.
12:30.
And Clark played really, really good.
He did play really well, and that was a hard team.
Was like
they had a bunch of tall people on their team. We are at Uno Pizza now, going to get some
the Mac Daddy,
pizza. Thoroughly impressed with our dinner experience at Uno, Chicago style pizza. It was yummy, really thick crust. I like bread and I like cheese, so that worked out nicely. I think we're headed back to the hotel now, gonna get some editing done, fly out 9 a.m. tomorrow.